Hello, here I am again, Jane Merrow, talking about Charlotte Perkins Gilman, who wrote The Yellow Wallpaper. That was the film that I did for New Chilling Tales. It's about a woman who is suffering really postnatal depression, but in my story she's suffering postmenopausal or, premenopausal depression. Charlotte was brought up very poorly. She grew up in great poverty, in a rather cold environment, and she was a very highly strung woman, and she became a great women's rights activist. And in a way, The Yellow Wallpaper is a lot about that. It's about the sort of contempt, in a way, that she had for doctors and women's marriages. And in Victorian times, the women had nothing then. In terms of rights, they had absolutely no rights at all. They had no property rights. They had no parental rights. If you got divorced, your children were taken away from you, and they couldn't vote. And the movement for women's liberation really started around about Charlotte's lifetime, and she was one of the motivators. They went through great difficulties getting women liberated, the women. They used to chain themselves to railings in London. They went on hunger strikes. And there and in the US, they were force-fed, which was a horrendous experience. You'd have a great metal tube stuck in your mouth, and then the food was literally poured into it. It was cruel and really inhuman treatment. But the women were determined. They were going to get women's rights. And one woman in England, in fact, went to Derby Day, which is a huge horse race in England, one of the most famous, and the King's horse was running, the King of England. And she threw herself in front of his horse and was killed as a protest against the treatment of women. And Charlotte really was one of those sort of women who fought for women's liberation. And I think The Yellow Wallpaper is a testament to her feelings of suffocation and claustrophobia and the awful lives that women were endured, and that the fact that the men really didn't understand them. Anyway, I do hope you watch it, and don't forget, it's on newchillingtales.com. Look forward to seeing you there. Thank you.